and it's the music we hear every red carpet. Here's Francis Ford Coppola. Lots of chatting still going on. Francis Ford Coppola is throwing his hat into the ring, fighting for the Golden Palm, a third Golden Palm for him, should he win it. It's an amazing film. This is the world premiere of the film Megalopolis. Adam Driver is on the red carpet and the crowd is going crazy. Coppola funded this film himself, had to mortgage his vineyards. It's a monstrous film. It's in competition here in Cannes, and it's competing for a third Golden Palm. And the cast is amazing. We've got Laurence Fishburne, Shia, LaBeouf, Jon Voight, Giancarlo Esposito, who's been in many series, including Breaking Bad, Nathalie Emmanuel, who we also saw in The Maze. This story is all about an architect played by Adam Driver, who's designing a futuristic New York, and his name in the film is Caesar. And this architect is rather an idealist, and he is battling it out with the mayor of the city, because the mayor of the city wants to put concrete everywhere, and Adam wants a more ecological world, which is just the story in a nutshell. The film lasts for 2 hours and 18 minutes. It really is an epic. It's in the future, and it's a bit like a Metropolis, Cosmopolis, all the rest of the Opolis films. But here we are, the title is Megalopolis. We have Laurence Fishburne, Jon Voight, Adam Driver. When Coppola came to Cannes in 79 with Apocalypse Now, all of the journalists hated the film, but he went home with the Golden Palm. And another film in competition was Volker Schlöndorff's The Drum, and so they were awarded a joint Golden Palm. And then after the Cannes Film Festival, Apocalypse Now gained in popularity and has become the legend that we all know today. But it's quite amazing to think, really, that it was quite difficult to make the film, and it's not too different from Megalopolis, in fact, because he's had a hard time making Megalopolis. They have got a distributor in France, but they haven't got a distributor in the States yet for Megalopolis. So let's hope that at the age of 80 he's going to have such a success story as he did with Apocalypse Now. We've got Jon Voight with us, who is the father of an actress, a great American star, Angelina Jolie. Jon Voight is the father of Angelina Jolie. And he's been to Cannes several times in competition with the film The Runaway Train, for example, and in The General by John Boorman. And he won an Oscar for a film about Vietnam. So in this film, Megalopolis, do we see the famous themes of Francis Ford Coppola, power, violence, madness, and the deterioration of the family? Yes, we see all of these things. And Francis Ford Coppola sums it up by saying he always wants to make a film with his whole heart, and he wants his film to talk about love and loyalty in every shape and form. So love and loyalty, two of the major themes in all of Francis Ford Coppola's films. And he also says, he also puts a question, in fact. There he's standing with Laurence Fishburne. He says that today's society, is this the only option? And that's the big question of the film. Is this the only option we have for society? Could we not do anything different? And so his inspirations are Shakespeare, Dickens, Voltaire. And on the 20th of March earlier this year, his film was in fact screened to a private screening There were some select guests who were allowed to go and see the film, but before the film started, all of the guests' telephones were removed. On the screen there, we see Aubrey Plaza, who has a big role in the film. Aubrey Plaza, and she has a lot to say against journalists in the film. So Adam Driver, arm in arm with Coppola. That's a great image there. And they are going to say hello to Thierry Frémaux, General Delegate of the festival, and Ibis Knobloch, who is the president of the festival. So there they are, doing the traditional greetings, very moving. This is a historical event. In everything Francis Ford Coppola says, he always quotes Visconti, Kurosawa, Tolstoy, Moses, and all of the prophets. So what a list to take inspiration from. Laurence Fishburne, famous for Matrix. I'm sure you can imagine the buzz on the red carpet here. Everyone wants to have a glimpse of the team. So many people wanted to get a ticket to get in and see the film, but of course all of the seats are completely occupied. It's a real event in Cannes. It's the return of the new Hollywood movement, which was founded in the 70s with George Lucas, who will be receiving an honorary palm at the end of the festival. Spielberg, Schrader, Coppola, all of those names were at the foundation of that movement. So it's very touching. Here we have Coppola with his hat, his granddaughter, his favorite actors and actresses. So whether or not he wins a prize, this evening is a great tribute in itself, and it's wonderful to see that this film has been made after 40 years. And it could have been out of competition, but no, this film is an experimental film and it's in competition. That means that Thierry Frémaux believes in this film. But the film has not yet got an American distributor. We've got the company Le Pacte, which is going to be distributing here in France. It will be released next September. And I think people will have to be very, very patient. And it's never too late to see all of the films by Coppola: The Godfather, Apocalypse Now, The Conversation, The Cotton Club. So many films that are worth taking another look at. Time Stop is something which is quoted from the film, and it's been on social networks. That's all we are allowed to say. Time stop. Time stop. Because this is a film all about time. Time that moves forward, that stops. There we have the crew at the top of the steps. Adam Driver. He was in the film Annette, of course. Just take a look at Francis Ford Coppola saluting the crowd with his hat. Jon Voight there. Nathalie Emmanuel. She plays a really big role. Would you... Let's follow them into the building. Because this is one of the privileges we have on TV Festival. We can go inside the movie. I know how the film starts. There's a word which is printed on the, or two words which are printed on the screen, a fable. That's all we're allowed to say. And let's be quiet now and listen to the reaction of the audience as Francis Ford Coppola steps into the movie theatre. I'm sure there'll be a standing ovation even before the film has been shown. Laurence Fishburne from Matrix.
Bravo, monsieur, bravo.
Very impressive. 2,300 people in that movie theatre. They've got 2 hours and 18 minutes of adventure to look forward to. A Fable. Francis Ford Coppola is accompanied by his granddaughter. So let's just enjoy this tribute. And we'll be back for another red carpet ceremony. It's another couple of words about Megalopolis. No, just let's wait and see what the reaction is in the movie theatre when the lights go up.